We are officially live for the Date Live show. Let me get everything set up. I am doing this one solo by myself, so hopefully everything looks and sounds okay. Make sure everything looks like it's working real quick. Does everything sound okay, you guys? As far as sound goes. Once I get my computer up and running, we'll be ready to start the show. A little bit early. I said I was going to do this at 6:30, or 8:30 Eastern time. I'm a little early, so as usual, we'll wait for a couple more people to jump in before we get into it. Once my computer loads, I forgot to shut it off from last time, so it's like, I don't know why that messes with it, but it does. So I'm just trying to get my computer to pull up. All right. Okay. Hopefully everything loads. Let's see where we're at right now. Camera angle looks good. Kolb says yeet, and it says sounds good to me. All right, cool. Sounds good to me as well. Camera looks decent. Everything looks like it's in place, so that's good. So, let's go ahead and actually I'll wait a couple more minutes just so we can start the show at around the time that I said I was going to start it earlier today. But for whoever's in here, the 4 of you guys, just check in. Like I said, even if you don't plan on actually participating in the chat today, please just consider checking in and letting me know that you're here. Other than that, we can go ahead and get into the show. Thank you for everybody for doing that. So, yeah, the game, like I don't know if you watched my video earlier today, Q, or not, but I'm going to do this only for a half hour, so that's why I'm doing it right now, so then I could do it. So somewhere around when the game starts, my live stream will end, so everybody can jump over from here to that game if they want to. But always do. Thank you for checking in, man. Good to have all of you, and it seems like all of you guys, except for one, have smashed the like button, so thank you guys. Remember to smash that like button. Like I said, this will be a solo show, so we'll have to see how this one goes. I don't know how it'll go. I'll be completely honest with you guys. Check in and leave a positive comment. Absolutely. Everybody should be doing that. So, we got 5 people watching now, so whoever's in, just go ahead and thank you for smashing the like button. Appreciate it, you guys. So if anybody's wondering what I'm drinking here, actually a really cool Sonic. Me and my girlfriend, we just hit up Sonic, and they actually have the brand new, or technically brand new, been out for a little while, but the Red Bull slushies. If y'all have never had a Red Bull slushie from Sonic, it is a wonderful surprise. It's a good little treat. And the thing is, I'm not really like a big Red Bull fan either, so it's cool that it worked out like that. But for the 5 people that are watching, obviously we got Q and we got Colby. Like I said, even if you guys are chilling in the background, let me know if you're watching the show. I like to keep somewhat of a tab on the people who are watching the show. Like I said, I don't expect everyone to comment throughout the show. I just want to make sure. So, we'll go ahead and get into some questions. So, Colby, who do I got for Game 4? Let's see. Warriors are home. Klay is back. I'm going to have to go with the Warriors. I want this series to be over. Sure, Colby, you're on the same page as me when it comes to that. So, I don't know. But I think the Warriors are going to win. That's who I got for Game 4. I want the Raptors to win. I think if the Raptors can grab a 3-1 lead, then they may have this series. The one thing about the Warriors, though, is you can't count them out. They can be down 3-1, and they're probably the only team this year that can come back from down 3-1 like that. So there's definitely is a chance. So Colby, yeah, I just want the off season. LOL. Big summer ahead for us as far as free agency goes. Absolutely. If you guys don't know, if you guys still don't know by now, big Utah. We're from Utah, big Jazz fans. So we're waiting for this off season to get started. I'm expecting some decent things. There's a chance that everything goes big, but it'd be crazy. LA finna grab KD, Kyrie, and impossible. First of all, definitely can't do that. Money wise. And I am almost 100% sure that Kyrie's going to go to Brooklyn. At least that's what these moves are sounding like. I don't think he's going to go to LA. So, and I don't think KD's going to LA either. I would put all of my actually no, Klay might go to LA. Klay, there's a chance at LA. But I put most of my money that KD and Kyrie don't. Neither of those two guys end up with the Lakers. Just saying that. That'd be cool. It'd be really cool. But I just don't think that's going to happen. I know as far as money goes, that's impossible for them to do on any new contract unless everyone was willing to take like half off. And half off is pretty big. So I definitely don't think KD, Kyrie, and Klay will all go join LeBron in that. But it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. It'd be interesting to see the Lakers. You know, for me, I'm a Jazz guy, so once again, Q, I don't like to cheer for nobody out of the West. So I hope everybody leaves to the East. But that's just because I'm a diehard Jazz guy. They have two choices for me. They can come to the Jazz, or they can get their ass to the East. Those are like my choices. So I'm hoping none of those guys go to LA. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm obviously a big NBA guy, so I don't really. It's always fun and exciting to see people go to new teams and everything like that. So we're 1 minute away from 6:30, and then we'll start the show. So if y'all saw my video today, you would. This one's no guests today. I think I might do this once a month just to round it out because I know some of you people, you guys enjoy coming on here just to chat. And I love it and respect that. So, with the normal setup, with how my other shows have gone, it's more chat between me and my guest. So this time, I think maybe once a month I can have it to where the chat is actually with you. Kind of still ran the same, but the chat is with you guys. So we got 7 people now, 5 likes. Thank you guys very much. Guys, remember to smash that like button for the new people who have just jumped in. I appreciate you. Jeffrey Burgess is one of them checking in right now. So thank you, Jeffrey. I saw your comment earlier today that you were gonna jump on. So I really appreciate that. All right, so it's officially 6:30. So maybe people are gonna start jumping in. We still got 6 people, so we're looking good to start it. So we'll see where this goes. A lot of experiments. Let's see. Was it the correct way to lift? I think he actually came onto my commented on one of my videos and said I should try a Thursday live stream. So just out of curiosity for you guys, what do you guys think about a Thursday night live stream? He thinks I could get in a bigger audience if it's Thursday as opposed to Friday. That I've been doing it because a lot of people go live on Fridays. They think maybe Thursday could be a good day. So I'm just wondering what your guys' schedules look like for a Thursday and how that would work. The Bionicle lore propagandist. Hopefully I said the first part right. Not sure. Thursday sounds better for him. Okay, so one person at least thinks Thursday will work. And like I said, I'm good with Thursdays. Usually I have Thursday nights off, so I could probably swing it if everybody is on board with that. If everybody would like to do the Thursday idea, definitely on board with that. Obey Sup was working on some music. No worries, bro. Thank you for coming on the show. And we're officially past 6:30, so thank you for the first people coming in. We got 9 people watching now, guys, so thank you so much. Remember, smash that like button, you guys. That's the number one thing. Smash the like button. I said these on my old live streams, and I'll still hold it true for today. If you guys would like to smash the like button, and you can take away your like after the live stream. The only reason I ask you guys to smash the like button isn't because, oh, I want likes. It's just to know how many different accounts and how many different people have come onto the stream. That's kind of how I keep track of it, because other than that, you don't really know. Because it doesn't show the total amount of different people that come on. So that's why I like you guys to smash the like button. So remember to smash that like button. And if that's the case, whatever. Smash the dislike button. So it's the same count for me. So smash one of those buttons. If you guys are one of those people that are like, oh, I don't want Dayton's video showing up on my liked list, on my liked playlist, I'm not going to like it. That's fine. Smash the dislike just so I know you're here, because it literally means nothing when it comes to this. So Jeffrey says whenever, whatever. So okay, so Thursday sounding good. James P. Sullivan checking into the stream, as well as a guy, the Bionicle Lore propagandist with the mic. So we got both of the Monsters Inc. characters crashing the stream. Mike, what are you doing? Did you leave the Oof. We're going to have some fun chat today. Robbie P2, good to have you on the live stream, my guy. I really appreciate you going out of your way, coming back onto YouTube just to show the support, so I appreciate that. Remember to smash that like button, and let's go ahead and get started. So once again, this video is sponsored by, okay, not actually sponsored by, but I will be drinking the Sonic Red Bull Slush. It is good. It's surprisingly good. One thing I've actually been seeing is McDonald's has that new, some new like international food items, and that's awesome. Probably won't end up trying them, but it's cool to see that coming out. Robbie P2, it's all good, bro, just for the support. Hashtag National Donut Day. And you know what, Robbie, since you said it, let's go ahead and get in and start this video, guys. Thank you, guys. 9 people watching right now. Actually, 10. So shout out to you guys. Remember to smash that like button. We got 8 likes, and I really appreciate all of you guys and everything that you guys do for the show. If you guys are interested in donating, you could do it on the Super Chat, or you can go ahead and bring it back to my PayPal, whatever you guys want to do. Anything helps right now. I'm still trying to get some more equipment. Obviously, when I do these live streams, you guys, I'm not sure that I'm getting paid for these monetized playbacks. I know that sounds bad. There's a lot of shit going down with YouTube right now that I just don't want to get into. It's, actually, I will get into it a little bit later. But so if you guys want to, you can go ahead and help out the channel that way. Trey, Q, I'm gonna donate as soon as you wear them motherfucking shoes to hoop. So you're telling me if I take those shoes and go hoop in them, you'll put a donation on the channel? You got the eye emojis? Is that what you're saying? Yes, sir. All right. All right. I can look forward to that. This channel could use whatever it has, so I appreciate that. So Robbie actually just kind of, for some reason, he came in and brought up the first topic today. Imagine Wagons, what up, Imagine Wagons? Good to have you on the stream. I got to see it, then I'll give you a fat donation. You better, dude. And I'm holding you to it. I'm serious. If I go balling those, if I go balling those shoes, I'm risking twisting my fat ass ankles. So I'm going to need you to get that fat ass donation. You know what I'm saying? So Imagine Wagons, check it in. Thank you, bro. And let's go ahead and start it off. So Robbie actually just brought up the first thing. I thought, for a lot of you guys do know, actually, there are some weird holidays, national holidays. And I was looking at some of them today, and some of them were kind of funny. So I thought, why not start off the show with looking up some today's national holidays? If you guys don't know, this is June 7th. So I'm going to go to Check-A-Day. That's usually my favorite place to go. It's the easiest way to find today's holidays. If you guys go to Check-A-Day, it has holidays for every single day. And if you guys don't know, there are some weird, and I mean real weird, national holidays that come up. So this is your national holidays for June 7th, 2019. So today, the first thing that pulls up is Daniel Boone Day. Who would have known that observed annually on July 7th is Daniel Boone Day? Not that I necessarily care. I mean, I don't really want to talk shit on Daniel Boone, but I mean, I don't really care about that. Today is National June Bug Day. Robbie just mentioned it is also National Donut Day. I was actually seeing if maybe I could get a donut on the channel just to eat one while we're chilling here. Didn't actually happen. Also, it's not only National Donut Day, but it's National Chocolate Ice Cream Day. Not any other ice cream. This is a discriminative holiday. Just chocolate ice cream. National... This is a legit holiday today, you guys. VCR Day, that's an easy one. This is a legit holiday today. National Wear a Jockstrap to Work Day. For some reason, this is observed the first Friday in June. Nationally. So nationally, wear a jockstrap to work day. If you guys haven't already gone to work yet, if you want to celebrate, go ahead and wear a jockstrap. This is Trial Technology Day. And then my favorite one, observed the first Friday in June, is National Hug an Atheist Day. So you guys go find somebody who don't believe in God, and just give them a hug. They obviously need some love. So who knows what's going on with them? It's National today, June 7th, you guys. National Hug an Atheist Day. So if you know a local atheist, look up in the phone book and just look up a local atheist. Go ahead and give them a hug. But I thought some of these holidays are just really weird. So yeah, so those are the holidays for today. Let's go ahead and skip from that subject and get back into your comments. So, Obey, are you going to get Robbie on the show? I actually invited Robbie. This is not a joke, and I'll extend this offer to anybody who is willing to. Robbie doesn't live, he's only like a state away, so he technically could potentially come down eventually. That would actually be really fun, really funny, and really cool to have somebody that I've actually known from YouTube come down. But I offered him, and you can ask him if he's watching still. I offered him, I said, hey, I will buy you a hotel room for the night, and I'll get dinner on me if you are willing to travel down here and get your butt down here. So let me just quickly, while we're talking about this, extend my offer to any of you guys. If any of you guys could somehow get a ticket or get a plane ticket or whatever, however far away you are, if y'all ever wanted to come down to Utah to be on the show, a one-night stay in the hotel room, as well as dinner on me for anybody who is willing to do that. Obviously, it's going to take some money, some time, some planning to do that, so we'd have to plan it, but I'm willing to do that. So I'll pay for your hotel, and I'll get dinner on me if y'all are willing to come down. So there's the answer to that. I did invite Robbie, so you can ask him. Propagandist James P. Sullivan, did you take your horse to the Old Town Road? And then he says, I think you need to start thinking about your career more and less about this silly hip-hop music. Oh, he's talking, let's see. Obey says, and did you only do this episode because you couldn't find a guest, or you already planned this one out? So this one, that's what this one is, because I've had a lot of people on social media coming after and talking to me about how the new shows, it's generally more talk between me and the guest. So some people are like, I kind of miss the old streams. And I'm like, yeah, I think I could do that. The thing is, Obey, I always have guest options because I have 3 brothers. I could always have any of my brothers on here. They're good company. They're good people. They do good at this kind of stuff. I have 2 of them in my house right now. They could be in here. I just chose to do this and get on with you guys and have at least maybe one, like I said, once a month where it's the show, but instead of having a guest, it's you guys as the guest. So that's what that is. Bionicle Lore Propaganda says, Big Daddy, I might have to go to Utah now. Absolutely. And like I said, I'm extending these offers. If you guys would ever want to, you guys can. You are welcome. I would be more than willing to pay for a night in a hotel as well as dinner on me if you guys can find a way to get down here to be on the show. So extending that offer. Drymaster 9000, man, it's nice to catch one of your live streams. I've enjoyed the others. And the shows. Well, thank you, Dry Master. I really appreciate it, dude. I really appreciate that. I've had a few people that come in, they're bummed that they can't catch the streams. I guess I'll ask this question now that we have a couple more people. Is the correct way to lift told me I should go live on Thursday nights instead of Fridays. He thinks I could pull in a bigger audience if I did Thursdays. So let me know if you guys would be able to work with Thursdays. Obey, you got to watch out, because what if someone tried to kill you? That's obviously an option. I mean, people could try to kill me, but obviously I'd have to have some kind of level of trust with the person I'm paying for, and also at least have some kind of conversations with them on how to plan this out. You'd be surprised though, Obey, most people aren't killers, you know what I mean? The average person ain't gonna kill no one. Especially, it's not like they're staying at my house. I'll pay for somewhere else. Get them out of my way. But still, I did offer that. Shawnee Mac, D-Squad checking in. Thank you, Shawnee, for coming on. I appreciate you, bro, Sean. So thank you for coming in. Remember to smash that like button. We are already at 11 likes or so, something like that. Sorry, it shows 10, but it was 11, so maybe someone just unliked it. But I appreciate you guys for coming on. So, anybody think any of those holidays are weird? Does anybody ever... I guess this is just a random question I have for you guys. Has anybody ever celebrated a random holiday? Like, is there any holidays that you or your family celebrate that most people don't? I'm just curious if that's the case for anybody, because I know a lot of people. Some people do. Some people do celebrate. Obey, who you got winning tonight? Tonight, I'm going Golden State. Golden State is home. They got Klay back. So, I mean, if you watched two things that happened last game in Game 3 with Klay off the court. Not only were they missing another bona fide scorer, you could see for the first time in practically ever, the Warriors were having trouble scoring a little bit. Didn't have another option besides Klay, and Draymond can't shoot. And then, but that's not even the biggest side. I think the Warriors' defense was much worse without Klay Thompson, and specifically in terms of Kyle Lowry, how well he played without Klay Thompson on the court, because Klay's usually guarding him. Kyle Lowry was able to excel. Klay affects the game on every end, and now that he's back, I think it will be an easy. I'm actually going to call it. Now, you guys can call me out on this, because if I make a prediction and it's off, that's cool. But I think the Warriors are going to destroy them. I think it's going to be like a 20-point, 15-point. It's going to be a double-digit win for the Warriors tonight. But that's just because I feel like they're kind of in desperation mode, and we'll have to see how that goes. If the Raptors win tonight, do you think the Warriors will still have a chance? It'll be hard. I mean, there's only been one other team to ever come back 3-1, and that was, LeBron a few years back with the Cavs. But 3-1. The thing is if there's any team that can come back from 3-1, it's the Warriors. I mean, the Warriors are more than capable of winning 4 straight games. They do it all the time. So I couldn't, even if the Raptors go up 3-1 today, I couldn't rule out the Warriors. However, I would take their chances down to really, really low. Like, I would all of a sudden, I'd easily switch all my money to the Raptors and have the Raptors winning this series. But you can't. So when you say, do you think they still have a chance? Yes, I do think they still have a chance. Now we see how much the Warriors would struggle if they lost KD and Klay. Exactly. And that's why, a lot of people, me and Colby were talking about this earlier, Colby on the live stream. Curry's kind of getting a taste of what LeBron had to go through in that 2015 finals with Kyrie out and Kevin Love hurt. Trying to carry a team on their back and how hard that truly is. So they're kind of getting a little punch of reality in that case. But, yeah, some interesting stuff there. But, yeah, the NBA Finals, great series. I'm really excited for the Raptors. I want the Raptors to win. But, I mean, I don't have great reasoning behind it. Besides, I just don't want the Warriors to keep winning every year. And I want them to separate. So, go Raptors. But I'm going the Warriors tonight. I think it'll be double digits. What do you think about the situation with the Warriors owner or whatever he was? That's something to me. Well, being from Utah, obviously we've had some people banned recently for saying bad words. This one's a little more extreme in the sense that he actually pushed him. But I was trying to put myself, this guy is obviously a huge Warriors fan. So he don't got problem with the NBA. He's an owner of the Warriors, partial owner of the Warriors. They banned him from a year, which is just kind of crazy that you can ban an owner. But, I mean, you got to treat everybody equally. But I was thinking in my head, if I was the Warriors, okay, screw being a Warriors owner, like just me as a person. If I was on the floor and Kyle Lowry or anybody came just running in to me, right? Running into my girlfriend. Like, say it was my girlfriend sitting next to me and he came in and like headbutted her. The thing is Kyle Lowry didn't do anything rude. He was just hustling. So obviously I probably wouldn't do anything. But, it kind of makes sense if another dude, comes running into your girl, you're kind of like, get off of her. Like, I don't know, not necessarily. Maybe, I think maybe their owner potentially thought that Kyle took too long to get off. Like, he was like trying to catch his breath or something and he got like pissed. So, like, I kind of look at that. But, I mean, I guess it's a good thing because if, the Jazz and all that kind of stuff is going to, ban some people for words, they got to protect the players physically as well. So I'm lopsided on that. He got fined $500,000, but his net worth is like $2.1 billion, so there's nothing to him. Yeah. See, I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried. He got banned from the whole next season too, which I think is a bit far. That's what I was thinking too. And that's why, it's hard to think that you could be the owner of a team or partial owner of a team and get banned from going to the games. So it was kind of, it is what it is. Like I said, I'm a little lopsided. You guys heard my explanation on that. But it is what it is. So let's go ahead and get into the next section of the show. Of course, I will be going back to your guys' comments throughout. I just thought about something. We didn't do this last time because I didn't really promote it. But if anybody would like to call me on Snapchat, we can chat live on the show if anybody is interested in doing that. So if anybody wants to call me in on Snapchat, talk sports, talk anything that we're going to talk about, about these holidays that you guys, whatever, feel free to do that. So let's go ahead and get into some news and some other stuff that I have written down for the show today. I was reading, so generally what I like to do is, I am a political person, but I try to avoid it the best I can. So that's why when I go to news websites, whether I'm looking at politics or not, I have some stuff from Fox and I have some stuff from CNN to kind of get both sides. I don't really care. But this is something from, let's see, this was on New York Post. It was also on Fox News. And Uber is under fire right now, potentially having a lawsuit against Uber because a 12-year-old girl actually called Uber, not called Uber, went on the phone, got an Uber, and had the Uber driver take her. Now, take in mind, this girl was only 12 years old. She called the Uber. The Uber came, took her to where she was wanting to go, which was a parking garage. And the 12-year-old girl ended up actually committing suicide. That's just, first of all, that's just really sad. A 12-year-old girl, doing something crazy like that. That's just really sad. But Uber is is under fire for having a driver allow a 12-year-old girl to get into their car and take them into such a weird place. Because, I mean, the thing is, and I understand that, because if I was an Uber driver, maybe there's going to be situations where there's a younger, like 12-year-old girl or something that needs a ride. But if the drop-off location was like an empty parking garage, I don't know how like me as an Uber driver would be like, I don't know what's going on here. Like, this is sketchy. Like, I'd ask to talk to the parents or something. But the parents are real mad because basically Uber transferred her to her suicide destination. She went to the top of the garage and tragically jumped off, committing suicide. And that's just a really sad story. 12-year-old girl. So Uber's under fire right now. Kind of a crazy story. One of these headliners that are coming up recently. Why don't you just give out the number so that people, or is it your actual phone? It's my actual phone, that's why. See, I could try to download like one of those apps or something, but I just feel like Snapchat would be just as good. I don't think it's Uber's fault. If that was her plan to kill herself, she should have done it whether the guy took her there or not. And I feel the same way a little bit because the driver was just doing their job. He was just doing, he's getting paid. But at the same time, I just feel like I would be a little sketched out if I was the driver of a 12-year-old girl taking her to a parking garage. I don't know. That would just be really weird to me. Like either drugs or like a drug deal or meeting up with someone she shouldn't be meeting up with, a pedophile, something like that. There'd just be a lot of red signs in my head. Red flags. So I don't know how I feel about that. But Uber's under fire right now. Some other news. Let's see. I was reading this today, and I thought it was actually pretty interesting. I'd like to, yes, okay. There's a lot of stuff going on in Detroit. Now, once again, this is Detroit, so there are some, we hear a lot of crazy stuff going on in Detroit. However, there may be a potential serial killer in Detroit right now. Police are looking for suspects, seeking what they believe is a homeless man in a serial killer case who has killed 3. Here, I'll read a little bit more so I understand it fully. But it says they predict they're going to check 1,000 properties on Detroit's east side to go through and look for this person who they think is a homeless man. Person of interest is a man in his mid-30s who is known to be homeless and who frequents the east side. Police released 2 photos of the man in an effort to generate tips from the public. So yeah, 3 victims, older women, that he's been killing. They're thinking that this could be a serial killer, and it could be plenty more than 3. So if you guys are, I don't know if any of my subscribers or anybody watching the show or anybody who will watch the show is from Detroit. But the east side of Detroit, we do got some kind of serial killer situation with some homeless guy. But he is targeting older women, probably around his age, older women. Oh, no, mid-30s, so just older women. But guys, just, watch out for that. Anytime you hear about stories about any serial killers or anything like that, it's definitely something to keep your eye on. Roz says, I'm in Detroit. What? Well, there we go. We got somebody from Detroit in my live stream right now. So, Roz, yes. Make sure to be on the lookout. Any homeless people, don't get too close to them, I guess. There's going to be some crazy ones. Potentially. That one I thought was pretty crazy, as well as this is the last headliner, and then we'll get into some kind of funnier stuff. New York Times Square. So I guess police earlier arrested somebody at Times Square who is allegedly going to carry out an act of terrorism in New York's Times Square. They said he had some automatic pistols as well as plans to get some kinds of bombs and detonate that as well. He says his plot was inspired by Osama bin Laden. So he said he planned on bombing Times Square as well as some automatic pistols. Luckily, the police actually were able to stop this guy before anything happens after complaints. Though he will be no bail for him for plotting the terror attack on Times Square. But definitely one of those things that's really, really lucky and fortunate that that law enforcement does at least some, they do their job. As much as people like to think law enforcement isn't good, they really do their job. They do it well. And, they could have just saved, who knows how big this could have been. Potentially something huge. So absolutely real awesome for police to be able to stop that before it happens. No one likes any acts of terrorism. So shout out to law enforcement in New York. I got some more stuff on Mars, but let's go ahead. I got a couple more things we'll talk about news, and then we'll get back into chat, you guys. So, new CNN, they say an extinct volcano in Russia. There's a volcano that was considered and declared extinct or, non-working, that could erupt. They said it has reawoken. I don't know. It sounds scary when you talk about it like that, but it has reawoken and could erupt any moment, they say. There's a lot of seismic activity going on. So that's just kind of a weird one. I saw that, what thought to be an extinct volcano could erupt. And then lastly, in regular news, Walmart, for anybody who doesn't know, Walmart can now deliver groceries, not just to your house, but to your actual fridge inside your house. So I guess you kind of got to be crazy enough to trust a Walmart employee to literally enter your house and put the groceries into your fridge. This is a real thing. Look it up on CNN. Walmart can now deliver straight to your fridge. There are a lot of people, man. I mean, this is kind of turning into that like Wall-E world where everyone's getting so lazy. It's either so lazy or so busy now that people are willing to let people come into their house and put groceries into their fridge for them while they're gone. Kind of some crazy stuff. I just thought that was interesting. So now back over here to the 6 people now watching. Shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for staying in. If we got any more questions, I do got a little bit more on Mars. This is one of those things that I've really enjoyed. We talked about this with Carson, I believe. It was episode 2. We brought up Mars, and it turned into a much bigger thing than we thought. So I thought it was an interesting case, and I've read a little bit more about the United States and stuff colonizing Mars. I thought it was interesting. They say they have found evidence of ancient lakes on Mars, which is just helping the thought of a potential life on Mars. Ancient lakes, as well as they describe it on CNN as, I don't know why they use this word, but fettuccine rocks. Yeah, like the noodles. Fettuccine rocks are an obvious sign of life on Mars, meaning there could still be life there now. So very interesting. The Mars stuff is actually getting pushed. As a matter of fact, Trump, President Donald Trump has recently came out saying that he wants to push away from the moon. He's like, his quote was, we did that 50 years ago or whatever, however many years it's been. He said, we did that 50 years ago. Let's push it further. And he wants. So even the president is on board with Mars. A lot of stuff is coming out with Mars. It's such a cool, kind of just a weird topic to talk about. But yeah, more on Mars. So I thought that was interesting. Let's go ahead and take some time. We got 8 people watching now, so a decent little audience. Now 7. Decent little audience. So guys, go ahead. If you guys have any questions for me, if you guys have anything you want from me, just go ahead and ask it. Tate Reacts. We got somebody new on the stream, so shout out to you. Tate Reacts. I appreciate you coming on the show. Thank you so much. And yes, you do see NBA jerseys. We got, the Lillard here. I have a LeBron behind me. This is a Jordan Wizard. This is a LeBron. That's a collectible Cavs one. Obviously, Donovan Mitchell. I'm from Utah. This is my guy. We got a Kobe Bryant number 8 jersey that you guys can't see over here, and then a John Stockton jersey, as well as a Karl Anthony Towns jersey over there. So I'm a big NBA guy. The NBA Finals is about to start soon, so we won't push this live stream too much longer. It's actually been a pretty good one. I appreciate you guys. But thank you, Tate Reacts, for coming in. I appreciate it. Obey, you think I should get some cereal? Go ahead and get some cereal, bro. I mean, if you want my opinion on it, go ahead and get yourself some cereal. Roz says, you didn't file your paperwork last night. Don't let it happen again. I'm watching you, Wazowski. Always watching. So we got some pretty high-level trolls in here doing a good job. Okay, I'll let you choose between the cereal I have. Okay, so we're going to go through an interactive day with Obey on choosing which cereal he should eat right now. So let's do it. That's exactly how I sound. Well, good. Good to have you on the stream, Roz, as always. Thank you for coming on, and I'm assuming you smashed the like button, so thank you so much. So let's go ahead and hear what you got, Obey. What kind of cereal you got? Also, if anybody wanted to call on Snapchat, absolutely you can. We sub to this and your music channel. Well, thank you, Roz. I appreciate you. You and everybody else. Thank you for subscribing to the music channel, and thank you so much for subscribing to the show. I really appreciate it. All right, so he has Apple Jacks, Fruit Loops, Cocoa Krispies, or Blueberry Cheerios. Well, let's go ahead and eliminate one right now. Now, this is just a personal opinion. If you like the Cocoa Krispies, go crazy over the Cocoa Krispies. I'm not a chocolate cereal guy for some reason. So I would say no to the Cocoa Krispies. Once again, you don't got to listen to me. Apple Jacks is an interesting one. I have not had Apple Jacks in such a long time. And if I remember right, they're pretty good. Fruit Loops are an obvious one. And then Blueberry Cheerios. I haven't had Blueberry Cheerios maybe ever. So let's go ahead and eliminate the 2 biggest ones. Let's eliminate the Cocoa Krispies. Let's eliminate the Fruit Loops because those are the 2 biggest obvious cereals. Now, Blueberry Cheerios or Apple Jacks? Let's go for the underdog, bro. Let's go Apple Jacks. Let's go Apple Jacks on that one, bro. Jeffrey wants to go against every word I say and go for Cocoa Krispies, but that might be a sign. Maybe since I denied it so quickly, the Cocoa Krispies might be the best. But I'm going Apple Jacks, bro. Apple Jacks is the cereal to go. Just my opinion. I haven't had Apple Jacks in a long time. Now I kind of want to go eat me some Apple Jacks. All right, bet. All right, bet, dude. So we are already at 7. That was one of the quickest half hours ever. James P. Sullivan also says to go for the Apple Jacks. So what better way to end the stream than have some people promote Apple Jacks on the stream. Apple Jacks and Red Bull slushies from Sonic. That's what we're promoting today, it looks like. One last thing I kind of want to touch on. This is another article that I found on Fox. It's also on CNN. It's all over YouTube. I don't know how well you guys really follow all of this. But, Steven Crowder, he was just recently Looks like you're gonna spell out Apple Jacks. He was recently demonetized from YouTube for doing nothing, literally just breaking the rules and offending somebody. So I guess, Crowder just offended somebody and they pushed YouTube. It's kind of crazy. YouTube actually came down, told everybody that, hey, we saw no violations of our YouTube guidelines. He didn't violate any of our rules, but we're still gonna demonetize his channel anyway. And he's calling it the Vox Apocalypse because Vox is the channel that's been really trying to push these people out. I saw some cool, not cool, but this is one of the titles of an article I saw on CNN is YouTube cracks down on white supremacist videos and channels. That's such a big word, YouTube. I really love YouTube. I have nothing but respect for YouTube. They've given me a platform to be awesome, and I really appreciate it. But to label, this is more towards Fox and Fox and CNN, but to label these channels as white supremacists. Now there might be some white supremacist channels out there. There are some dicks. There are some losers out there. No doubt about it. Get them the hell off of YouTube. But I'm specifically talking about people like Steven Crowder, Jesse Lee Peterson, people. It's basically they're just attacking conservative YouTube channels, calling them white supremacists. I just don't know if that helps anything. I think it's doing the complete opposite, considering Vox is the channel that really tries to get people down. They actually, try to force and threat violence towards people. So I'm just letting everyone know, this has nothing to do with my show. I thought it was funny that, a lot of these conservative political channels, which I do follow, are getting demonetized for literally nothing. It's kind of sad. So I just wanted to, obviously none of those guys will ever watch my videos, but this is more of just a shout out to them. I support them, and keep doing what you do, because YouTube is, they're trying to crack down on that, and that's what it is. Bionicle or propagandist, I also vote Apple Jacks. So everybody's going Apple Jacks. Obey says, okay, I got half Apple Jacks and half Cocoa Krispies because the other guy said Cocoa and you said Apple Jacks. Okay, so some chocolate Apple Jacks. That's kind of an interesting combo there. But I've got down, like I said, if you guys watched my earlier video, I said I was going to do this as a shorter live stream. We're already at that point. We already got 12 likes, 6 people still watching. So I really appreciate you guys. If anybody, I've gotten through all my topics for this short episode. So now I will go on to any Q&As. If you guys have any questions, any kind of random chat you guys want to talk about right now before I head out, we should be good. I'm going to go ahead and watch Game 4 tonight. Hopefully the Raptors can get that one. But I really do think the Warriors will. So with that being said, for the 6 people watching, like I said, whether you guys are participating in the chat or you guys are just watching the show for fun, if you guys have any last second comments, questions, concerns, go ahead and let me know now, and we'll talk about that. And then if not, we will end the show. The Day in Live Show, episode 4. Once again, you guys, I will be doing this type of show monthly, once a month, where it's just between me and you. So that'll be good. Binocular, what's been your music rotation lately? So music rotation, are you referring to what I listen to or what I'm making? Because it's everywhere if you're talking about what I'm making. If you go back and look at my last few songs, you'll see completely different things every time. It goes from rap to, it goes from real emotional sad to rap to happy to slow. And then the song that I actually have coming out is going to be, it's an upbeat song, but it's not my case. So it's actually, the song that I'm going to have coming out soon, really soon, is going to be me and my 2 younger brothers. So it's kind of just like a family little project. It's a really cool song to put together. You guys should like it. My physical part in that song is a rap, but the rest of the song is more of like a singing. I guess you could describe it as like Justin Bieber, like the no-brainer, like it's a no-brainer, that kind of beat, or I'm the one, yeah, I'm the one. It's kind of like that kind of. It's a happy, upbeat vibe. My verse particularly is rap, but I'm all over the place, man. It really just depends on what order I put these in and what order I finish them in. So it's really hard for me to give you a direct answer on that. As far as the one I'm listening to, because I did say you said both, Listening to a lot. Lately, I've been trying to listen to, once again, real good upbeat songs. If you guys, I actually made it illegal. I mean, illegal, what the hell? I made it hidden on my channel. I made it private. But I did have a playlist that has, the type of music I listen to is, I'm all over the place. Again, I like country, but I'm, mostly into hip hop and rap. Migos style, like the triplet rap, I really like. But in the end, I really like beats and I really like everything. And yeah, so I'm listening to. So shitty answers for both your questions, but I really do listen to everything. Have you ever almost lost your YouTube account, like almost lost the password or something? No, I've never had that problem, Obey. Thank goodness. Never had that problem. I've never been threatened to get demonetized or getting it shut down. Obviously, we did have one incident where I was live streaming the NBA playoffs from the playoffs, and I got suspended from live streaming for 3 months. Other than that, nothing crazy's happened. Bionicle, I've heard all of your songs. Well, thank you, bro. I appreciate it. 10 out of 10. I appreciate it even more. Thank you, man. Jeffrey, it's better to be versatile in your songs. This way you have something to please everyone. And yeah, I try to. I actually have written and have recorded a country song. I just haven't ever posted it. My friend Colby has heard it. So I'm all over the place. Oh, babe, what would you do if you did lose your channel? Well, I guess basically what I do is I still have my social media, which is, a lot less. I have a lot less when it comes to followers on social media, but I do have social media, so I'll go onto there, promote a different channel or something like that. I could always try to contact YouTube. The one thing I know is I'll never forget my email, so I should be able to change my password and stuff. So I don't see that ever happening. But in a hypothetical world where I did, I would just promote a different channel onto my other one, and it might not even be this. It might just be, guys, sorry, I lost my thing to my YouTube. I might just stop this and focus on music or something stupid. I haven't thought that far. Honestly. So, thank you guys for questions. I appreciate it. We're officially at 7:10, which means tip-off is going to happen within the next 2 minutes for Game 5. So, you guys, let's go Raptors. I hope everything goes smooth when it comes to that. Obey said there was a lag right there. I'm sorry about that. I don't know if that's my end or your end. But I really, really, really appreciate it. We got 4 new people that have jumped on this stream. So that is really impressive. It seems like most of y'all thought Thursdays would be a decent day for live streams. So I might go ahead and change into Thursdays. Maybe next week for episode 5 of the Dayton Live Show, we will try a Thursday night stream just out of suggestion because it sounds like everybody sounded like they were on board with it, and Correct Way to Live thinks that would be a good way. And I'm more than open to any of your guys' suggestions. So we will go ahead and I think, now don't put this in stone, but I think we will go ahead and do episode 5 on Thursday. So you guys don't have to wait as long, less than a week wait. So that sounds good to me. I appreciate everybody, the 5 people still watching now. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for jumping on the stream. I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Let's go into hopefully what turns out to be a good game 4 for the Raptors. If not, like I said, I do have the Warriors winning this one. We'll find out, though. But I appreciate you guys coming more than anything. This was the Dayton Live Show, Episode 4, Interactive Edition with my fans as the guest. I appreciate it. Bionicle Lore says, good stream. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming on. Tip-off is going on now. Sweet timing. Thank you, Jeffrey, for coming on. Once again, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. If you guys are watching this, real quick reminder, if you guys are watching this after the show, meaning you're not watching it live right now and you guys are watching it after, you should be able to go down into the comments, and there will be some timestamps about different things we talked about within this live stream. If you guys want to just skip directly to those parts. I appreciate you guys. Remember to smash that like button. I will see you guys next week. And that'll be it for this video, guys. Peace out. Playa. And now, since I don't got a guest, I got to get up and actually turn this off. So, yeah. How long does it take you to set up those timestamps? Usually about as long as the live stream was. Meaning, when I'm done with this, I'll turn it off, and then I'll go rewatch it. And then as I'm watching it, I put down those timestamps. And then I'll put them in the comments as soon as I'm finished watching the video. I like to do it as quick as I can. So, Thank you for that question. Obey, thank you for being a real one, bro. Jeffrey, same as you. For all the people who come in here, Colby, I really do appreciate, you guys consistently coming on these like nothing, like clockwork. I appreciate you guys. Drymaster 9000, thank you coming in. Thank you for coming in. Take it easy yourself. And now my fat ass got to get up and turn off the camera. So that'll be it for this live stream. Peace out, players.